she called me that she has reached Turkey, that she's coming. I said, oh, did your mother pass on? Then she said, no. And I said, no, go back to Japan. Don't come back to Ghana. Go back. I will be here supervising your workers. Even if you will have to lose your job because you stayed to see your mother dying, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We will have some challenges, but I was okay with that. So my wife didn't hesitate. She went back to Japan to be with the mother on her last days. And the mother told her that when she left, she was following her. So all that was happening in Turkey, all this that had happened, and then she decided to come back. She was all watching all that. So Sheko was with the mother. I think I recorded this conversation when the mother was talking with me on her sick bed somewhere. I don't know. It's been some time. So when she went back, the mother told all this thing. And then the mother will come out of coma and talk with her for a while, and then later go back into coma. But she was talking even from there and telling the daughter that she is still waiting for the ancestors, because her mother-in-law, which was Chieko's grandmother on the paternal side, came to embrace her. But then in life, she thought that that mother-in-law never liked her. When she was alive, she thought that that mother-in-law had never really loved her as a daughter-in-law. But here, she saw that mother-in-law coming to embrace her, thanking her for keeping the back. When they were gone, the things that she was doing to put the family things together and all this, that mother-in-law came to say. This was on her sick bed. And then she will wake up again and say that, they said maybe tomorrow is her day for the elders to sit down to accept her or to reject her. Then I think she saw her own mother too came, and then started seeing elders. And later she said that the elders have sat down and they've all saw that she did well. So she has been now accepted, and that's the day. And then she spoke with me through Skype. That time I think there was Skype that was more common. And I spoke to her on her sick bed, and then she said, okay, she's going, so I should take care of the family. Just like how my father-in-law also told me that he was leaving, so it's my duty to take care of the children, the family. It's not only my immediate family, but even the Japanese side that I should do. And then he also passed on. And now my mother-in-law also was telling me that if she has made anything wrong, a mistake in her life between myself and her relationship, I should forgive her, that she was going. And then that moment she passed on. And when she passed on, then my wife had to quickly arrange the funeral, and then she did everything finished before coming back to Ghana. And I thank her for waiting for that moment to see her mother pass peacefully in her presence, because she had a leukemia, and the doctors gave her some few days to live. But we did something. We talked with Damalia so that she could live longer. I think she stayed another either 4 months or 2 months or something extra. No, she stayed even longer. And at a point when she wasn't dying, they were calling me that I should do something so that she can pass on, because it's like she's now stuck up. Her body is weak, but her spirit is not leaving the body. So I should pray back to Tobe Jamalia so to let her go. I said, no, if I do so, if I go back to Tobe Jamalia to look for life for anyone again, they will not give it to me. Yeah, they will not give it to me because my hands are tainted with death. Means I can wish people dying. So I shouldn't. So I told them I cannot do that. The same thing with Tobe Tuji also, and people asking me that I should come and take the Jopata and all this. I said no. If I do so, or if I should do so, I am wishing him death because we have sworn to each other that none of us, no one between the two of us will wish each other death. And if I go to remove the Jopata from his wrist and he passed on, means I wished him death. I waited until his spirit came to me to tell me what the children should do. They should go into his shrine, make a fire, and do some. I told them what he told me what, and they did that. And after that, he passed on peacefully. Yeah. So what Shamba is saying is that things I have also personally experienced. That's why death is actually not an enemy, but we just have to learn how to live in harmony with the world or with nature. I'm very happy for this experience. It's a rare experience, and then you should be born a master to experience and have this kind of experience and understanding. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah, okay, so let's go back to, and also sometimes when I see certain animals behaving like human beings, either they have stayed with human beings for so long and their inner self is developing and learning from humans. That's why sometimes I will even say that these animals, if they are very lucky in their next life, they will be human because they have learned so much tricks and certain things from human beings that they are, even though they are animals, they are exhibiting them. It's only that they cannot talk. Because also as human beings can go from animals, can go from animal life and enter into human life, some human beings also can descend from human life into animal life if their behavior on this physical plane, this is a classroom. If their behavior is not human, even though they were given human body and their behavior isn't human, in their next life or in any other lifetime, if nature and karma wants to punish them, they can send them to animal life where they will experience as animals, and they have all the intelligence of a human being, but they cannot talk, they cannot express themselves fully because people will always regard and see them as animals. So it is two ways. You either go up or you descend. So people who may be serial killers or maybe anything they could be some animals in their past life. Or maybe they could also be humans, but maybe their experience with human life is not that long. Thank you very much for that question. And then we have a Halloween, and why there are different opinions and when you are wanting answers is because there are so many different people in the world, and each and everyone has their own way of approaching spirituality. It is just take spiritual knowledge and wisdom as a river flowing. This very river can be tapped to use for irrigation of food or for farm. This very river that is flowing, somebody can tap that river and use it as in waterboarding that the Americans use in torturing their victims. This very river that is flowing, someone can tap it and churn it to become electricity and get light for others to have light in their darkness, or use that light or electricity to do many things. This same river that is flowing, someone can use it to get a place flooded and let people die. So there are so many different opinions because there are so many different people. If you are lucky to find the source where you can tap it and use it for good, thank your destiny. And if you are unfortunate to fall into the place where that same river is tapped and it flooded and kills and destroys things, pray to your destiny to take you out of that situation. There are so many different people in the world, and each culture, each ethnic group have their own way of approaching the divine knowledge or wisdom. So don't be alarmed and be worried because why are there different opinions when you wanting answers? Because there are different people. There's a saying in my Ewe language that you use the stick in your hand when you are confronted with a snake. Whatever stick you have in your hand, when a snake wants to attack you, whether the stick is a big one or a small one, that's the one you try to use to defend yourself. You can't say, oh, because this stick is too small, so let me drop it and run and go and look for a bigger stick and come back. What about by the time you come back, either the snake is gone or it chases you and bites you? So use whatever you have now to learn, to defend yourself, and to learn the real thing. That's all that I can say. Please, let's move on. And then we have Zangbeto means the spirits that walk at night. But today, we see the Zangbeto always in the daytime, turning and spinning around in festivals and everything. They always have two spirits like that the name that walks at. One is Kelebeto, which is supposed to be the one that walks in the daytime, or the one that moves in the daytime, and then Za, which means night. Zangbeto means, Beto means human being or spirit, and Zangbeto, which is the night one. But now we've been seeing so many Zangbeto in the daytime, and they are running around and chasing people and turning and spinning and spinning. So I don't know what you mean by elders of the night. If you can break it down for me, I may be able to say something about it if I know. If I don't know anything about it, I'll let you know. But I'm not so sure who are the elders of the night. But you can break it down for me, I may know. Then we have Scott CM. He said, is it possible to remember something from your past life? No, when we are born into this life, we absolutely don't even know that we had it. In this world, if you acquire bad karma, what is karma? Reactions to your actions that you take. Whether it's a good action or bad action, you have a